Hi, and welcome to day one of our Pregnancy Yoga Relax and Reset series. Today is our gentle and nourishing yoga practice. This is a really beautiful class that will help you stretch out into some areas that might be feeling a little bit sore and achy from your pregnancy as your body continues to grow and change. So you'll get some relief in those areas. They're also really nourishing and relaxing. So we'll be using our breath to come into those postures and really find a place of relaxation. So the only props I have for this class are two pillows that I'll give you some options to use in different postures that might be a little more supportive for you if you are further along in your pregnancy. We will go ahead and get started on a comfortable seat on our mats. I'll see you there. So just finding a seat on your mat where you can sit upright and tall. It may be more comfortable for you to place a pillow or a yoga block under your hips to just elevate your seat up a little bit. So just taking the time to find where you are going to be nice and comfortable in this practice. Once you're there, settling in, sitting up with a really tall spine, shoulders drop down away from the ears, reaching through the crown of the head. And let's just allow ourselves to get into this space by closing the eyes down and coming into our breath. If it feels good for you, you can bring the hands to the belly. Starting our practice by connecting with our breath, connecting with our baby. Coming into our yogic breath, so big inhale, feeling the air expand deep into the low belly, filling up the space around our baby. Big exhale through the nose, releasing all the air. Moving through this deep inhale and exhale through the nose a few more times. Big inhale. Big exhale. Moving with the pace of your own breath. Big inhale. And big exhale. And one more time like that. When you're ready, just starting to gently open up the eyes if they are closed. You can take the hands down. We're just going to move through a couple head circles, really stretching out through the neck. So big inhale, lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, you're going to drop the ear down, the right ear to the right shoulder, really stretching out through the left side of the neck. And if it feels okay, you can just start to roll the head forward and down. And all the way over to the other side. Coming back to center. And let's just take that the opposite way. Big inhale. As you exhale, dropping the left ear down to the left shoulder this time. Right shoulder reaches down, creating that space, and then slowly moving the head if that feels good. Coming back to center. From here, keeping the legs crossed, you may want them a little bit further in front of you so you've got a bit more space because we're going to be moving through some upper body circles, really creating space around our hips and just relieving some tension there. So getting nice and comfortable here, and then we'll just take a big circle with the upper body, hips stay directly down, not moving, just taking the upper body in those nice big circles. Taking it at your own pace, moving with your breath. And one more time this direction. And then I like to change the cross of my legs so the opposite foot comes in front, and we'll just move the opposite way now. Big circles coming forward to the side and back, all the way to the other side. And we'll take one more. Coming back to our nice comfortable seated position. We'll go through a couple more poses here, continuing to stretch through the side body. We'll go ahead and take the right arm down right next to the hip, and we'll reach the left arm up and over. Big side body stretch, reaching through those fingertips, keeping the shoulders stacked and open. Big breath in, big breath out. And let's take that to the opposite side. Left arm comes down, right arm reaches up and over. Again, reaching through those fingertips, keeping both hips down, shoulders nice and open. Big breath in, big breath out. And coming back to our center. One more move in this seated position. We'll just take a gentle seated twist. So big inhale, reaching both arms up. Big exhale, we're gonna twist to the side, twisting from our upper bodies, not through our bellies. You can take the hand to the knee or in front of you and just moving to the side. Again, just twisting from the upper body here, finding if it's comfortable to have your gaze to the side, or if it feels okay, you can look behind you. We'll take one breath here. And then gently coming back to center. We'll take that over to the opposite direction. Big inhale, arms reach up. As you exhale, coming to that twist over to the opposite side, finding where you'd like your hands. And then either looking to the side or back behind you, depending on how it feels for you. Big breath in. Big breath out. And gently coming back to center. From here, we're gonna make our way onto all fours for a few rounds of cat-cow. So just really slowly, mindfully making your way there, taking your time. There is no rush. Taking the hands under the shoulders, the knees under the hips, placing the palms down, fingers nice and spread, pressing out of those hands to lift you up out of the shoulders, drawing your baby in towards your body. Nice core control here. And on the inhale, we're really gonna focus on opening up through the shoulders, lifting the tailbone just slightly, but we don't wanna drop our belly down too much because we don't wanna overstretch the belly. So focusing on opening through the upper body. As you inhale, and as you exhale, you're gonna tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone round through the back body, releasing the head down. And then big inhale, opening up through the front of the body again. Big exhale, rounding through the back of the body. Really moving with your breath here. Big inhale, open through the chest and shoulders. Big exhale, round through the back body. And let's do that one more time. Inhale, creating space through the heart. Exhale, really lengthening and opening up through the back body. And coming back to that neutral spine position. And from here, we're gonna move into a wide leg child's position. So this is such a beautiful posture through all stages of pregnancy. So what you're gonna do is take your knees nice and wide apart. The big toes are gonna come together and you'll sink your hips back towards your heels as you reach your hands forward and relax the forehead down. Now that might not be comfortable for you depending on what stage you're in your pregnancy, so I'll give you a couple modifications. One can be to place a pillow under the chest and the head. You may even want a pillow between the hips and the feet just to give you a little bit of extra support there as well. Or you might just want the pillow under your head, and you can come into this position as well. So finding where you would like to be here. You may be in your 3rd trimester and really happy without any pillows to support you. This is going to look different for everybody, so take your time and find where you would like to be. Wherever you are, we'll stay there for a few breaths to really allow ourselves to drop into the pose. Coming back to that yogic breath, big inhale through the nose, big exhale through the pose, seeing if you can allow the body to relax and soften even deeper. Let's take one more breath here. And slowly walking the hands back in towards the body, bringing yourself up, moving really slowly and mindfully through these transitions. From here, we're just going to come back to sit on our mat and move through a couple more seated poses. So you're going to take one leg in and the opposite leg straight out in front of you. We're going to move through a single leg forward fold. Again, you may want to have your pillow there to support you to fold onto and have a little bit of extra support, or you may be fine without it. Once you're there, set up with your legs. We'll move into this together, taking a big inhale to reach the arms up, nice straight flat back. And you may just want to stay here, nice up tall, or you can exhale and fold into it a little bit deeper if that feels good for you. Keeping that front foot nice and flexed and just letting the body really soften over the leg. It's a big stretch in the back of that leg. Finding our breath, making sure we're not tensing up any other parts of the body. And we'll slowly make our way out of that, bringing the hands back in and just swapping the legs out. One leg extends, the opposite one comes back in. Getting nice and comfortable in your seat, taking a moment there. And when you're ready, we'll take another big inhale, reach the arms up, flat back. Either staying here or exhale, hinging from the hips and folding forward. Option to have your pillows in front of you, even if you didn't take them on the other side. It may feel different on this side. Coming back to the breath. Softening and relaxing a little more with every exhale. Let's take one more breath here. And slowly walking the hands back in. Beautiful. We're just going to take one more pose in this practice. So coming into our butterfly position. So I'll show you from the front. So you're going to take The soles of the feet together, the knees nice and wide. Now we want to be really mindful not to overstretch here because we've got all that beautiful relaxin moving through our body, that beautiful hormone that helps us open up during pregnancy, but can also make us prone to overstretching. So being mindful to only go about 70–80% in any of our stretches. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to take the feet a little bit further away from the body, so the legs are in a little bit of a diamond instead of bringing them nice and close. This will help us stretch into the outside of those hips as well as the low back a little bit. So same thing, you may be really comfortable just seated up here, or if you would like to take it a little bit further, we can fold into it. So if you are folding, nice big inhale, flat spine. And big exhale, allowing yourself to fold forward, coming down into the pose. Hands can be on the feet or extended in front of you. Softening through the shoulders. When you're ready, taking one more breath here. And slowly coming back up into our comfortable seated position where we'll end our practice in a little bit of a relaxation. So finding where you're comfortable, it can be cross-legged again. You may be more comfortable kneeling, or you may want a pillow or a block under your hips. So finding a moment to get yourself really comfortable and set up here. And once you are there, sitting up nice and tall, shoulders drop down the spine, closing down the eyes. And as an option, you can just take one hand to the belly and one hand to the heart. Feeling the breath move through the body. With every inhale and exhale, feeling yourself relax a little more. Relaxing through the facial muscles, the space between the eyes, releasing the jaw. Feeling the breath move around your baby. Any thoughts that might be cropping up, just let them drift away without judgment. Coming back to focus on your breath. As we come to the end of this practice, taking a moment to find some gratitude for yourself for making time for you today, gratitude for your body, for the incredible work it's doing growing your baby, and gratitude for your baby. Let's take one more breath. When you're ready, you can begin to gently open up the eyes, release the hands down, Let's take one more breath together. Big inhale to reach the arms up. Big exhale, hands to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice today. I hope you feel really calm, relaxed, and ready to take on the rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow for a breathwork practice.